we go. Okay, so what do you have to tell us? First,
Well,
it's okay. It's okay to put this on YouTube, on Facebook, all the social media, everything else.
yes,
Okay, great.
yep,
Okay, now go ahead. Floor is yours. All the good stuff.
all good stuff. Okay, yeah, it's been an interesting journey still so far. It's just paying attention to my emotions and feelings. I feel things definitely are getting more in a positive direction for me. Like just more positive in general. Like just having a brighter outlook on the future, things of that sort. Where it's definitely been helping on that. Now is my stress
Good.
100% gone and nothing makes me nervous? No, I won't lie, but it's definitely, I believe, heading into the proper direction that I want to go. Absolutely, just the way my mind seems to slightly shifting from just thinking, oh gosh, it's the end of the world scenario, to thinking just more positive in general, which makes a huge difference on everything, especially with the cancer stuff and all that. Like when I hear that, it's not near as like, oh my God, well, if I'm dead and that's it. Now it's more of, okay, well, there's tons of people that's beat it and live long, healthy lives in my own family. So read about and see every day. So it's like my mind is almost automatically starting to shift towards these positive things.
Good.
Because that's one of the things I've been thinking about. Like if I, like when you say, think of a good memory or something, or where you want to see yourself end up and all that good stuff, I'll think, when I think of 10 years down the road, like it gives me that, like just, that, like, man, I can't believe I'm here, but just a positive feeling. But I feel knowing that it is absolutely possible, not only possible, the odds are in my favor, especially if I keep doing what I'm doing. Just, just makes it feel more believable, I guess, is an easy way to put it.
Yep.
So I realize it's, I think my whole life I've always wanted that one supplement or that one doctor prescription or something to cure your anxiety or to cure your fear or to just make you happy. And I realize that it's not. It's something, a process, something like this that you have to stick with and continue to do. That it's never just a one session or a one pill. So that's the thing. I think it all boils down, like doing a happy journal or
Right.
happen in the heat of the moment. Things like just things like that you have to make a part of your life, not just a one-time thing. So I think
Absolutely.
just sticking with all these principles, it just makes me not trying to avoid stuff as much now. Like, okay, it's just an emotion, it's just a feeling, it's okay. So just the way I'm starting to even look at my emotions is something that it's not as scary. Even if I get a feeling that don't feel good, I can kind of stop myself easier now and say, okay, it's okay, it's going to pass. It's just a stupid emotion that's been there for. So
Right.
just in general, how I look at it is helps too. So it's definitely a positive thing in the right direction, to say the least. And I feel in my heart that yes, I know I need to stick with it, and I feel it's one of these things that can just get better and better. So definitely been positive to this point, absolutely, for sure.
Good. Okay, so where do you want to take it today?
Well, good question. Gosh, I don't know. It's, I guess the way I've been looking at stuff now, like, okay, I know I've been focusing on the fear and anxiety of cancer, right? um, Even though I've had those issues way before I got sick. I mean, I always thought I was going to get cancer one day just because that's all you hear on the news, the TV, the radio stations. Everyone gets cancer, blah, blah, blah. It makes you, so I just, with that negative thinking and, pessimistic outlook, that's just how I've always thought. But it's like that with everything. So, and same with depression. I've dealt with depression, just emotions in general. So, I mean, it's like, I don't know if I feel if it's one of those things. Do I just focus strictly on, okay, quit being scared of cancer, quit being scared of cancer? It's like, do I,
You
feel,
don't focus on just quit being afraid of cancer. You focus on I'm living the good life. I'm enjoying my family. Because the bottom line, there's cancer around, but people also get hit by a car out of nowhere. So to live your life in fear constantly of something that could possibly happen ruins everything else in your life. If you put your focus on, right now I'm watching my son play basketball and I'm going to enjoy watching him play basketball. Right now I'm playing football with my son and I'm going to enjoy playing football with my son. It puts you in a much different place. You're going towards something that you want as opposed to away from something that you don't want. You're not constantly running away. You're running towards something. And that something is taking you in with wide open arms once you're there. See the difference?
yes, absolutely. And that's where I've been trying to catch myself, like, okay, you know, just try to focus more on the positive things, or if I am in a bad mood or a depressed mood, or it's trying to focus on a happy memory or something of that sort, and it it does help. I mean, it's an immediate impact. It's almost like taking a drug. You just don't realize it till you're doing it, and
So let me take you one step further over there. Think about a time when you felt really, really good. When you felt so good that nothing could get you down. You were just happy, loved, secure. Think of a time like that?
yes,
Okay, now I want you to hold yourself the way you were holding yourself then. Breathe the way that you were breathing then. Make your whole stature and physiology identical to what it was then. And as you're there, I want you to try thinking about a bad thought, a thought that would usually bring you down without changing anything in your physiology, without changing anything in your breathing, without changing any way the way you're holding yourself. Try to think about that bad thought that would usually bring you down. What happens?
it's harder to get there. I feel a little bit of a shift, but it's not as intense. You know,
Okay, but you also shifted your body a little bit. Okay, I said without changing your body stature, without changing your physiology. Okay, you have a certain physiology for feeling good and a certain physiology for feeling bad. And if you put yourself willfully into the physiology of feeling good for no freaking reason at all, you won't be able to feel bad unless you change your physiology. Understand what I'm saying?
yes, absolutely.
Okay, now turn around because I don't want you looking at me when you're doing this. Okay?
Turn around.
Yeah, don't look at me. Look at the other direction or side direction. And put yourself in the stature of when you were feeling really bad, when you were feeling afraid, when everything that was, coming out at you from all over was putting you into a state of fear.
Okay.
Okay? And now, as you're over there, without changing anything, try to feel good. Can you manage?
Yeah.
Without changing anything in your posture, physiology, breathing, the way you're holding yourself. Be in the same downtrodden state you were beforehand. Can you feel good?
Yes, it just seems a little bit harder, a little trickier the other way, this way around than the other way for some reason.
because you're in the physiology of not feeling good. And when you're in that physiology, it's much harder to get to the good place. All right, turn back around, go back to the good physiology, that good feeling, the feeling that you're on top of the world.
Don't forget, if you like this video, leave a like down below, subscribe to my channel, or subscribe to my newsletter. The address is right down below over there. Have a great week.